I think over in the Hall of Fame that during the day the people go through and they look at everything. And then at night there's a time when they all leave. And all the fans and all the visitors leave the Hall of Fame. Then there's just the workers. Then the workers start to leave. And then it gets down, there's just one person. And that person turns out the light, locks the door. I believe that the busts talk to each other.
Yo.
Damn.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max&JuanCast live show. My boy is back. My co-host is back. Maximilian, how you feeling, boy?
I'm feeling a lot better than I was a week ago. Merry Christmas, everybody. I miss Christmas. We haven't even had a family Christmas yet because it was kind of canceled. We're trying to get it back on. But we kind of got to start with something a little difficult today, Juan. And I'll let you start because it hits a little closer to your fan base than mine. I mean, it's an NFL thing, really. He's bigger than any team. John Madden.
As you guys heard, started off the podcast a little bit different today. Started it off with John Madden. For the audio listeners, if you guys didn't know, that was a little snippet of his Hall of Fame speech. And I don't know, me personally, when I heard that, it gave me goosebumps. Especially when you know that the man has passed away. So it's kind of like, it's weird to watch that. But it gave me chills. I felt like there was no other way to start off the pod today and just simply say, rest in peace, John Madden. If you guys didn't know, late Tuesday afternoon, I believe, when the news broke that John Madden has passed away, man. I mean, he was old, bro. I mean, he lived a long life.
85
years old.
I think it was just weird timing, with just his documentary coming out 3 days before. As we see a picture of him and Kenny the Snake Stabler.
I love this pic, bro.
When he retired as a coach, I think in 1979, maybe early 80s. He didn't get into the Hall of Fame until 06.
Yeah, and I think the reason
pretty weird.
Of that. Well, I think the reason because of that is he was the best he got in as a coach and a broadcaster, I believe. I think he got in as both, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that was the reason why they had him wait. I mean, John Madden, just all phases, bro. I mean, you start off with the coaching, right? He's the most winningest head coach as it goes for percentage-wise. He has the best winning percentage for a head coach all time. You just said it, Max. The guy retired in 79. So the run that he had with the Raiders, phenomenal. I mean, it was only one Super Bowl, yes, but the Raiders used to kick ass and take names in the 70s. I mean, it's a big reason why we still have Raider fans till today. I mean, if you grew up in the 70s as a kid, you were either a Raiders fan or a Steelers fan. Simple as that. It was as simple as that. They were the most dominant teams back then. Kenny the Snake Stabler, Cliff Branch, I mean, Jack Tatum, Soul Patrol. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, it's crazy to think that all the personalities that Madden had a coach with, and the offensive line. I mean, the Raiders were just dominant, bro. I wish they were that dominant today. But you take away the coaching, Max. I mean, it's a big reason why people like you have got affected. You're not the biggest Raider fan in the world. Yes, I mean, Raiders history. But at the end of the day, there's probably 3 reasons why John Madden. It's either 1, Raiders coach. 2, the fucking video game that's called Madden. Or 3, one of the greatest broadcasters of all time. There's no doubt. No one's close. No one has ever came close to what John Madden has done as an announcer. Not even close.
I just remember as a kid going to my uncle's house with my dad on Monday night, and there was John Madden, Al Michaels, and it was like you just pencil that in every Monday for about 4 months there, and in the playoff games, and he wasn't like the most like polished guy. He was brash, he was brazen, it was just he was who he was. He wasn't acting like, oh, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna be smart, and he was just like, I'm John Madden, boom. Look at this guy right here. Boom. He used to draw on the screen. I wish more people drew on the screen with the telestrator.
Yeah.
He really got that, and he had the turducket. He was just John Madden was himself, man, and that's really something.
You know what?
Behold. So many people fake it, and he would nothing fake about John Madden.
Yeah, there was nothing fake about him, and I think one of the greatest things that he's done, and what separates him as the greatest announcer, is that it didn't matter if you watch football for the first time or you're people like us who watch football every single Sunday. Everyone enjoyed him. You learned something every time he was announcing the game. The simple stuff, like stuff that you wouldn't even think to point out, like a defensive tackle getting pressure, and it's like kind of frowned upon these days. Not frowned upon, but kind of like the regular these days. You got all these podcasts. You have people who break down stuff in articles. They go into complete detail. But John Madden, I mean, he kept it right in the middle, bro. It was like so simple enough for the casual and just enough for like the hardcore expert that really love football. And you just got to commend him for it, bro. Rest in peace, John Madden. I would say one of my favorite John Madden moments, I would probably say, as a Raider fan, when they lift his big ass up, man, and the announcer's like, he looks like a split watermelon from this big old smile that he had. That's I didn't live it, but when I think of John Madden, I think of that, just because of the passionate Raider fan I am, of them winning that Super Bowl, overcoming it to the fact that they beat the Steelers finally after always getting beat by them, winning it in the Rose Bowl in LA. Like, it's great, bro. Like, that's one of my favorite moments. What about you, Max?
I think it just screamed like I think I don't really have like a game or something. I just remember spending a lot of time with my grandfather and dad and just watching John Madden. They always liked him. And we kind of took him for granted towards the end. And he kind of just abruptly walked away. He kind of did that as a coach too. He was a coach for 10 years. He was 42 when he left. You wouldn't know Bill Belichick sticking around until he was 70. It was his time to go. He left. You never heard from him again.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, of course, you say Madden because, Madden brought me and Juan together for so much of our friendship. And
I mean, there's some kids today, Max, and
who don't know who John Madden is, which is crazy.
And they play the damn video game.
Yeah.
And they don't know who Madden is. I mean, we come from the era of there was Ask Madden.
Yeah, Ask Madden, not Ask Coach.
Ask Madden. You know what I mean? And now,
remember, he was in the games, remember?
Yeah.
That was actually really cool. I would hope they bring him back. Like, they could put him in the next game.
I would love that, man. I would absolutely love that. I mean, he elevated everyone, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, Pat Summerall, I believe, the announcer that he was with. I think he elevated him. He definitely elevated Al Michaels. He was the guy. He was the prize. He was the talent. And it's crazy that he went from so many networks. Like, he was on NBC. He was on ESPN, Monday Night Football, ABC, Sunday Night Football, ABC.
I think he was on Fox everywhere. Too, I think. For a while.
Dude, he was just everywhere. I mean, he almost called every Super Bowl. I think he called like 11 Super Bowls.
No way. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, he winded up calling 11 Super Bowls, and it was in a time and a place where those Super Bowls were blowouts. So it's very hard to keep the audience attention. And the fact that Madden still drew an audience when the game's not even that good, that's what you call talent. And I mean, he's gonna be missed, bro, as a coach, for his family, as a broadcaster. He'll always be remembered, bro. I think he will go down as, no doubt, one of the greatest football figures that the NFL has ever had.
Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Very well said, one. And you know what? One of my things I didn't say, he always took a bus everywhere, which was cool because I learned as a kid like he was scared to fly, so he never flew. And it's
The
just like
Madden
you'll never see that shit again. The Madden bus, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that was awesome, bro. I mean, you know, we got the tail end of Madden. Me and you got the tail end. We really remember more of the NBC Madden,
yeah.
you know, when he was already established. But
Mm-hmm.
shit, as a kid, I remember he was great, man. And just playing the video game, like, it was dope, bro. Like, that's how you knew who Madden was. But, I mean, RIP, man. As you guys see, though, week 17, we got the pick'ems for this week. Shout out to Jay the Plug, my boy, fantasy guy. Welcome to the stream, bro. Appreciate you dropping by. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 300. We're so close to it. Go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously. We're in the holiday type of season. It's almost over. Max unfortunately missed the Christmas episode, but hey, bro.
But I still kicked Juan's ass on the pick'ems, bro. And there was some little controversy behind the scenes. I won't say much into it.
Hey, look,
he's behind.
Man.
I'm just gonna match him pick for pick the rest of the way. I can't lose, baby. I can't lose.
Look, Max picked the Ravens, okay? And he was saying that he didn't. I told Max, text me your picks so we can keep the pickups
I was
going.
sick in bed coughing.
I mean, welcome to the NFL's life, bro. COVID protocols, they fuck up everything.
Give me a do-over, bro. One game. I mean, when one's desperate, you know, hungry dogs, they tend to run faster. They type faster. So one, I let him have it, but he's still behind, and I just got to take care of business, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, just try not to pick the same as me, bro. Don't fucking cop out. All right.
No.
I don't want you saying
right?
I would pick them, but for the sake of the picks, I'm gonna go with them.
I gotta get my dub.
We still got playoffs to go, dog. And you know what? Last year, look, you gotta give me some credit. Last year I got fucked up. I believe you had like a good 10 game lead on me, like double digits.
Well, I mean,
this year I came back
just to make it close.
No, this year I came back with a vengeance, bro. We've been neck and neck all year, honestly, neck and neck.
I guess. But where do you want to go today?
Let's go ahead and start off with the standings. I want to show the standings to people. Let's go here, and let me get this up. Hold on.
Real quick, everybody out there. I hope you guys like COVID because there's so much of it affecting so many teams.
Look, me and Brett said it yesterday. Shout out to Brett for being the replacement co-host for us. I mean, it was super hard to pick these games. Me, Max, and Brett all picked these games on Thursday before the game. So, I mean, it's tough, bro. I mean, Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian were out for Monday Night Football.
I wouldn't have picked the Saints.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked the Saints either. I was saying it during the game. I'm during the show. I was like, if they don't play, like, I'm probably fucked. But hey, everyone's fucked. But let's go ahead and look at the AFC. Sure enough, bro, Kansas City Chiefs, they're officially back. All right. I don't think, and it's a way different kind of team that we've ever seen from the Chiefs. I'm confident in saying that because they're definitely not the 2019 Chiefs. They're definitely not last year's Chiefs. They're Chiefs where they can do a lot of everything because that Thursday night football against the Chargers, you finally seen their passing offense come alive, but they're defense first team and they're turnover driven. What did you agree, Max?
I would agree with that. Yeah, the Thursday game, I saw some signs of life from the offense, and then last Sunday, just put an absolute whooping on the Steelers, man.
Not even close.
Just put a whooping on them, and I thought they kicked their ass in every phase.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a recap to you guys. We took a little break. I wanted Max to get a couple of days to get good and get himself healthy. But just a couple of big things that happened last week. The New England Patriots wound up getting beat by the Buffalo Bills.
Can you make it full screen one?
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
because they don't need to see my sick face.
There we go. So full screen. So the New England Patriots now are 9-6.
Well,
They
for the
don't.
audio listeners, I'll say it real quick. The Chiefs are the 1 seed, 11-4, followed by Tennessee, which is 10-5. Bengals are 9-6. Buffalo leading their division now that they got a win in New England, 9-6. The Colts, Patriots, and Dolphins are the wild cards, right?
Yes.
9-6 for the Colts, 9-6 for the Patriots, 8-7 for the Dolphins. We talked about the Dolphins. There was a universe where they could go 7-7. Well, there's a universe where they went 8-7. And the teams on the outside right now are the Chargers, the Ravens, the Raiders, the top three, and the Steelers still have a little bit of life, and the Browns.
And the Broncos.
I
put the Broncos.
Intentionally left there.
They're
Sorry,
probably dead. Yeah, they're probably dead. But do you feel any? I told you, Max, for numerous weeks, said I don't care what the Bills have done. They're not going to convince me that they're a Super Bowl contender. And I called it. I said late in the year, they'll probably beat New England. They'll beat up on some bad teams. Don't trust them, though. Do you feel any different about the Buffalo Bills?
No, I don't think they're a real contender. They just have so many holes. The offense isn't that great. The defense is good, but it can be schemed to death.
They're Josh Allen or bust. Josh Allen is that amazing.
And honestly, I'm looking at the Titans one. They better not lose this game. And they should have lost the Niners, but the Niners shit the bed. The Colts are the team I'm looking at right now. They're playing the best out of any team other than the Chiefs in the AFC right now.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for the Colts, they've lost twice to the Titans. So the Titans have the tiebreaker over them.
It's going to be real hard. They have to lose both weeks, I guess, the Titans.
Yeah, they got to lose both weeks, and the Colts got to win out. And I think the Colts have the Raiders this week, and then they probably have like the Texans the next.
Texans or Jags, either one. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, they're both of those.
Yeah, they got the Jags.
Suck. Yeah, they're going to beat the Jags most likely. But speaking of bad teams, how about the Chargers, bro? I was absolutely shocked that they got beat by the Texans. And look, you talked about the whole COVID protocol stuff, and the Chargers had Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, a bunch of guys on COVID. But the Texans, on the other hand, I believe they had 22 players, Max, on the COVID list, which is absolutely insane. And they still won. And they didn't just win. Like, I think they outmatched the Chargers on Sunday. Flat out. They beat them. Straight up.
Their defense got shredded, the Chargers. I was shocked by that. They got the ball ran down their throat by Rex Burkhead. That's a game you can't lose. It doesn't matter how many injuries you have. You just can't lose that game.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed in the Chargers, man. I've been saying it from probably since like week 6. They are such an underachiever, man. They should be a lot better. Just put this in perspective. As much shit as the Raiders have gone through, and you can say that they're a bad team, whatever, they're not that good. The reality is they have the same record as the Raiders. How the fuck is that possible with the Chargers? I think it's just unacceptable, man. It really is. And it's really having me turn on a guy in Brandon Staley who was getting a lot of praise in the beginning of the season. I'm starting not to like him. And I know here comes Max with the sword and the shield to come defend his boys.
I like Brandon Staley, but you've heard me give him a lot of shit, especially for the over-aggressiveness. Just take your fucking 3 every once in a while. Just take your 3 every once in a while. Also, I want to say this. I hate when people say what's wrong with Justin Herbert. I hate when they say that shit.
No, nothing to do with him.
I know. I'm just saying it's kind of like the Derek Carr thing. It's just like, oh, look at Derek Carr. And I forgot, who called your game on Sunday? Who called your game Sunday?
I believe it was, I'm not sure. I think it was Charles Davis.
As soon as they showed Derek Carr in the pregame, he goes, Derek Carr, there's a lot of good things, but he's just real inconsistent. And I was like, what are you talking about? The Raiders just aren't that great of a fucking football team, but it's always him, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm so tired of these quarterback narratives, dude, where it's always on them. If they win, it's all the quarterback. If they lose, it's all him. And it's just like so stupid to me.
Yeah. Let's move on to the NFC. Talk a little bit about the NFC. A lot more spots locked up. So for this one, Green Bay at 1, Dallas at 2, Rams at the 3, Bucks at the 4. Then for the wild cards, Arizona, San Francisco, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We
Those
still
are
suck, but I love it. No, I'm blown away by how good the Eagles have had a year, because I didn't think we were this good coming into the year.
Yeah. I gotta give props to Sirianni, man. I think
Yeah.
Sirianni has been really look, there's one or two ways that a coach like Sirianni can go. It can go really bad or it can go good. Because he's the first things I heard about Sirianni, Max, I don't know if you heard this, but he's a real like metaphor kind of
He's a particular
inspirational.
person. It's kind of, you
The
kind of love him
way
or
the
hate him.
way yeah, the way that he gets the guys fired up, it's a lot of, I would say, John Harbaugh like ish. Like talking about like Ali and Frazier, like really putting like those type of scenarios in the team's head. Like what was it this year? Like you got to blossom as a flower or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
he
you
had
got
the
to
flower analogy that like nobody understood.
exactly. And I mean, straight up, bro. I mean, easily with a team like the Eagles have a lot of veterans. You got Fletcher Cox. The offensive line is a lot of veterans. Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. I mean, these are guys that are Super Bowl champions. They know what winning looks like. And it could easily go south, man. And I think it's a big testament on he has these guys in his
Believe it.
grasp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
believe.
they believe. And yeah, it's not your typical way of winning. You know, Jalen Hurts is not the best quarterback, but
No,
you
he's
know what?
not.
You guys play defense. You guys run the football. You guys know who you guys are. You guys have an identity. And I'm not saying you guys are going to win the Super Bowl, but I mean, this is an absolute dub for the Eagles, whether they make it to the playoffs or not.
Can you
I
throw
mean, this
the
is a win.
standings back up there
Yeah.
real quick? I just want to point something out. Look at Arizona one. They have fallen. They are free falling right now. I know they're
Oh,
locked up for
man.
the playoffs. I think they can kiss the division goodbye, though. I think their division is done.
Yeah. The one that surprises me the most, though, is probably like I would go Arizona with you, but the second one is kind of like Washington, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Washington they got their fucking ass kicked on Sunday night, and it was embarrassing. Like it was bad. And you look at this team where a lot of guys are coming up on contract, like Brandon Scherf, and I believe like Terry McLaurin is due for like an extension. Let's see what happens with their defensive line. Did you see that Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen incident?
Yep. Where they kind of got into a little fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal, but it's kind of just like, where's the leadership on the team at? And
Right.
there's always been some reports of Ron Rivera and everybody kind of having a fallout because of vaccinations before the start of the season. And I'm not really sure, man. I'm just really disappointed in Washington. I mean, I love to see them suck,
Yeah.
and they had the wild card I thought locked up, and they squandered it, and they're pretty much done.
Yeah.
They are done for.
They got embarrassed, man. They're out
Oh,
of it.
that was the worst showing I've seen from a football team.
Yeah.
This
I
year.
think the only ones that have a fighting chance is probably Minnesota and Atlanta. I don't trust the Saints. I think the Saints blew it on Monday Night Football with Ian Book with the whole
Yeah.
COVID thing. I
That was
think
really
they blew it. Because if the Niners didn't win out and the Saints would win the next two games and the Eagles, that tiebreaker will go to the Eagles and the Saints. Not no more though. Saints are out of it. I think the NFC is going to get locked up. If anything, the only thing that is going to change is the Eagles and the Vikings. Those two. I mean, the Niners really dodged the bullet with that Saints loss, honestly. But Green Bay 12-3. Do you feel any different about Green Bay this year? I mean,
I
they're
do.
probably gonna,
I do.
they're gonna go 13-3 or whatever it is this year, 14-3. So weird saying. But this team feels a little bit different. I'm kind of skeptical about their defense. Their defense the last 3 weeks have not looked good, and this was a defense that I was praising. But what do you think about them?
I like that they got Jair Alexander back one, but this season's a failure for them if they don't win a Super Bowl or even get there. And this might be Aaron Rodgers' last year in Green Bay. But I like what their defense has been. The only defense I think I like more right now in the NFC is the Rams. And, I'll throw in the Cowboys. Michael Parsons, dude, is a dog.
Jeez.
I think he's going to win
Defensive player of the year?
I think so. And I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to him.
Wow.
He deserves it. His impact's been the greatest.
It's tough because TJ Watt has missed a lot of games. Yeah. So that's where that goes, but he has a grip of sacks. Myles Garrett has been kind of up and down, injury. But Michael Parsons, man, you're absolutely right. He has a chance of winning both of the awards. I mean, he has the rookie one locked up. He's going to win the rookie one. You can already seal that one. Cowboys looked really good. So those are your standings. We wanted to do like a little mini review because we didn't give a recap to you guys. Just a couple of our thoughts. Let's actually get into the pick'ems now, though, Max. Let me get the schedule popped up. Here we go. So no Thursday night football this week.
No Saturday night football either.
And no Saturday. Just a big miss for the NFL, man. College football is having a lot of COVID protocols. A lot of bowl games are getting canceled. Would have been a perfect time to play on Christmas. On New Year's Day. But hey, I'm cool with the Sunday too. Falcons, Bills. Like we said, Bills coming off the big win against the New England Patriots. Falcons, 7-8. Is this team dead? Can they die already?
No, I think they're gonna die this Sunday, but they had a really surprisingly good season for the talent they had. I mean, if you're a Falcons fan, I've only met one in my life. You just gotta be over the moon for this team. Kyle Pitts is fun. They didn't have Calvin Ridley the whole year, basically.
Yeah.
They have a top 10 weapon in Cordero Patterson,
who's a Pro Bowl
not sure is going to stay. But I think the Falcons had a good year. I think this is just going to be the end of it because they need to win this game if they're going to have any chance. In Buffalo, they control their fate. They got 2 easy games. You win these 2, you make it to the playoffs, and you have your division wrapped up. So you got to take care of business.
Right. They're 14.5-point favorites, the Bills. It's going to be 28 degrees, Max. It says it's going to snow. So I don't
fuck
see the
playing in Buffalo, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not all for that winter wonderland weather.
But the Bills, man, still don't trust them, like I said. Josh Allen, amazing. I think they're finding out to just give this guy the ball, fuck the running backs. Like, just let this guy have the ball about 60
Let Josh
times.
cook.
Yeah, let Josh cook. All right, because Russ ain't cooking. But I'm going with the Bills. Probably a score of 31-13.
I want Bills 21, Falcons 14.
Nice. All right, the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Shit game.
Whoa.
Terrible. It's going to be 14 degrees, though, Max. It's going to be cold. Soldier Field.
It's a cold world.
Who are you picking? The Bears won last week.
That game was such a joke. It was such a joke. Nick Foles coming back, showing why he's a Super Bowl MVP that he is.
Hey,
Justin Fields, his ankle, he's limited in practice, but he might play. So that's exciting. Daniel Jones is out for the rest of the year. So you got to see Mike Glennon and Jake Fromm throw it. I'm going with the Bears one. I can't trust the fucking Giants.
They suck. And it pisses me off.
This game sucks. 7-13 Bears.
Jeez.
That might be too high scoring.
Right. And the Giants, for me, it pisses me off because the Raiders lost to them. So kind of fuck you lose to the Giants, man.
Don't worry, the Eagles
and
lost
the Bears.
2-1.
These are both teams that the Raiders lost to, and they suck. It's just, oh my God, it gives me a headache, man. But I'm going to roll with the Bears too, whether Justin Fields or Nick Foles plays. Giants are terrible. I'm going to go with a score of Bears 20, Giants 14.
Dang, it might be a high scoring game for what you think.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears scored some points in the snow last week in Seattle.
Well, I mean, Seattle's, Seattle.
Their shit.
Seattle.
Yeah. Kind of an under radar game, this one, man. Chiefs, top of the AFC, best team in the league record wise. I think. Oh no, second best team in the league record wise. And Bengals 9-6, man. They beat down on the Ravens. Joe Burrow had a career game, 500 plus yards, 5 touchdowns. Martindale, the defensive coordinator, took shots at Joe Burrow last week in the middle of the week, saying the guy's good, but don't give him a gold jacket. He's not a Hall of Famer. Joe Burrow took that personal.
Piss the guy off before he plays you.
I mean, Joe Burrow's one of those guys, man, where
you don't talk shit to Joe Burrow, bro.
Yeah, he looks for anything to fuel him. I mean, he's kind of like the Kobe mentality. Like anything you say.
You mean Westbrook?
Or Westbrook mentality, except with talent. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shout out to
KC's favored by 5. Chiefs, not a must-win game. They got the AFC West locked up.
Well, they got that 1 seed one. They need that 1 seed.
They need the 1 seed, but does it really matter?
Is there a 10-win team in the AFC?
Yes, the Titans. 10-5.
Man, if the Titans could sneak that 1 seed, that would change their whole outlook, I feel like.
Yeah. But who do you liking in this one?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Who are you liking in this one, Max?
I like the Chiefs, man. After what I saw them do to Pittsburgh, I know the Bengals are a much better team than them, but I think the Bengals are just a little too young for this. So I'm going to go Chiefs 30, Bengals 20.
Quick note on the Bengals. I'm going to roll with the Chiefs too. Final score of Chiefs 33, Bengals 24. Quick note on the Bengals, Max. How impressed have you been with T. Higgins?
Very impressed. Him and Jamar, man, are just really good. And then I feel like Tyler Boyd gets no credit, and he's a really good receiver.
I'm safe to say I think T. Higgins is the most underrated receiver in the league by far this year. I think he's really fucking good. And I'm not saying he's better than Jamar. I'm not saying he's way better than Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd is a pretty good receiver too. But T. Higgins, man, I think his ability to do a little bit of everything as a guy, like he's fast enough to get behind guys. He has the jump ball ability of going up and going to go get it. He's a really good route runner. I think he's a really smart player in general. He is pretty good, man. And I think next year, just for fantasy guys and guys you're looking to break out, I think you got to look at T. Higgins, man.
Do you know
T.
what
Higgins
his stats
is going to be a hell of a player.
Man?
I believe he probably has 1,000 yards, right?
71 catches, 1,000 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I seen
That's
something
a quiet ass year, but he's been so good.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Shout out to Ahmad from the Know It All podcast. Do you remember the conversation we had with him about the Cowboys talking about?
Oh yeah, he's crazy. That one.
Yeah, talking about like Dak was gonna get 4,000, Zeke was gonna get what was it, like 1,500?
Yeah,
something like that. The Bengals, on the other hand, Joe Burrow, I believe he has 4,000 yards passing. Joe Mixon 1,000 yards rushing, and 2 receivers with 1,000 yards, and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. First time that's ever happened for players under 25.
Wow,
insane.
That
very
is
insane,
freaking insane.
I mean that's crazy, man. They're young. Their future is so bright. I think they're ahead of the schedule as far as what they wanted to do this year and expectations wise. They've already taken it, bro. They swept the Steelers and the Ravens. You're in the AFC North, man. I don't care what year it is with the Steelers and Ravens. That's a big deal for Bengals and the Browns. Like those teams look to beat those teams every single year. And that's a big accomplishment for Cincinnati, especially being the little brother who gets smacked around most of the time by those teams. So, gotta hand it to the Bengals, man. I'm excited to see what they can do in the playoffs. Hopefully, the Chiefs come out and they play like very hard, and we can see it this game. It's gonna be 31 degrees, gonna be a little cold. See a little Joe Burrow versus Pat Mahomes action, man. Let's move on to the Dolphins and the Titans. Dolphins red hot. They have won 7 straight after losing 7 straight. They're back. They're back from the dead. First time a team has ever done that, Max. First time ever. Insane. Titans 10-5. They're holding on by a string. AJ Brown looked very healthy on Thursday night. Julio, not so much. Derrick Henry, there's talks he can come back. Maybe next week, maybe the playoffs. Does this team go hot into the playoffs, Max, with the Titans, or you think the Dolphins continue it?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins one. Dang, I don't know. I was
It's a
gonna
tough one.
Oh man, I just wanna. I'm gonna go with the Titans just because of AJ Brown, and I think they're well coached, and Brian Flores won't have his way with this blitz because Ian Book looked like a deer in headlights against that blitz.
Yeah,
he had no clue where it was coming from. The Saints O-line had no idea. I don't see Sean Payton's team get played like that very often. Yeah. I'm gonna go Titans.
I'm gonna go Titans as well. It scares me to pick Tua.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I just think when it comes down to Tua winning the game, it's not gonna happen, and we're yet to see it. I think the only time where he almost fucked up a game for them was against the Jets, and when he threw that pick six.
His darndest.
Yeah, and they played some really bad teams in this win streak. They haven't played anyone good. They were gonna play the Saints, who I think is a decent team, but they played Ian Book, like you said, Max.
Yeah, that's not
Come
fair.
on. Yeah, it's really not. And the Titans, man.
I think one is Jalen Waddle is a real deal. He's really good.
Really good.
He's not getting enough love for it. But a lot of you can't really look at his stats just because they manufacture a lot of his touches because Tua can't throw the ball.
Right.
But he's still really electric. I really like what I've seen out of Waddle.
And you know what? A lot of people criticized them for that. It was kind of
I don't think we loved it. We didn't love it.
No, not a lot. I mean, you really can't. And that's the thing about NFL fans is we have a really short-term memory. And I think the fact that the Raiders did it last year so early, and it was kind of like the same guy, like Henry Ruggs, fast guy, and a lot of people looked at that. And at the time, I mean, Henry Ruggs had a really bad rookie year. And I think people were looking at that like, man, the Dolphins could have went anywhere else. Like wide receivers not in like dire position and need. Plus they traded up to get Jalen Waddle a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was looked frowned upon. But you know what, man? He is great. And he's been doing it this year with not really their whole offense. I mean, Tua's been out for a lot of games, and I don't know if you want to take that with a grain of salt, but Mike Gesicki has missed games. Devontae Parker has missed games. A big guy that they picked up in free agency, Will Fuller. Will Fuller has missed a lot of games.
It was a bust for them. He didn't do nothing.
Right. And this was an offense that was supposed to look a lot different, and Jalen Waddle is still putting up pretty good numbers.
I think he saved them from a lot of stuff because that Will Fuller thing's a huge bust. I thought Will Fuller would have had the year he's having, but no.
And Jalen Waddle's I think people should have looked at it. Jalen Waddle's a little bit of a different player than Henry Ruggs. I think Jalen Waddle has the ability to be like the versatile, like Deebo Samuel kind of guy. Like you can just give him the ball and he's going to make something. Henry Ruggs is more like he's just going to beat you deep. Like that's his thing.
Well, I feel like when it comes to Jalen, he's a much more slot type guy than Ruggs. Too. And I would say the wiggles Jalen has is on another level. Yeah. Like I never really saw Ruggs make people miss.
Right.
If he made someone miss, it was just because I'm faster than you. Like Jalen's like juking people out and stuff and cuts. And
exactly.
That's
shout out to Jalen Waddle, man.
24-17 won.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. Titans. they can't really score points. I feel like it's going to be an ugly game. I'm going to go Titans 21, Dolphins 17. Let's go to the game of the week, baby. I'm hyped for this one, man. I'm hyped, and I know they're probably
don't
going
do this to yourself.
I know I'm going to do it
Don't
to
do this to
myself.
yourself.
I'm going to do it to myself. Look, I was telling everyone all week. Everyone talking to me, talking about, oh, Raiders won, man.
One.
Our hopes up because we're going to be 8-7, close to the playoffs. And we're going to get probably demolished by the Colts, man, because the Colts are the best team in the league. And that's what the Raiders do. They let down us as Raider fans. But you know what? I don't give a fuck, Max. I'm going to give a
Hold on, Juan. Shouldn't I ask you? Do you give a fuck, Juan?
I don't give a fuck. Not a single fuck. Not a single fuck.
Isn't that something we used to say, though, back in the day? Hold on. Ask me. Do I give a fuck?
Do you give a fuck?
I don't. No, I don't.
I don't, bro. Man, I don't. I'm still gonna get hyped for this game. I know. I'm doing myself a disservice. They're probably gonna let me down. Big news that came out of the NFL this week, though.
You're not thrilled.
In volume like 1300 in the book on why the NFL hates the Raiders. The Colts had 2 players test positive for COVID-19.
Well, what 2 players won? Then you make it sound like it's nobody. Carson Wentz and Darius Leonard.
Starting quarterback and their best defensive player. I mean, now they changed it yesterday where the CDC made the change where I'm blanking out, the quarantine dates for an unvaccinated player or an unvaccinated person, should I say, went down from 10 days to 5 days. So now Darius Leonard and Carson Wentz, since the CDC did that, the NFL adopted it right away. No time to waste. They're eligible to play on Sunday now. Now, I don't know how this rule works. I don't know when they tested positive exactly. I don't know when the days start. All I know is that people have said they have a chance to play. Take it what you want, man. I don't care. I was hype. I mean, it gave me a little gleam of light. I said, oh, shit. These motherfuckers are thinking about bringing back Phillip Rivers. We might actually have a chance of winning. But that's not the case. I think at the end of the day, those 2 players are going to play. It's going to be a hard-fought game. The Raiders, they play pretty good in Indianapolis. They've actually beat them in Indy 2 years ago. Frank Reich coach team. And the Raiders pulled out the victory. But the last time that these teams actually played in Vegas last year was not a good sign. It was probably Jonathan Taylor's come-out party. I believe he had like 150-plus yards rushing. It was the game that got Paul Guenther fired. So anyone who represents Paul Guenther,
that was a good thing, right?
That was a good thing. But anyone who loves Paul Guenther on the defense, maybe a little revenge game, you know. Raiders got some players on COVID too. Denzel Perryman, Corey Littleton, Casey Hayward. So
is Waller done for the year one? I've been looking it up. It says he's on the COVID list now, but he hasn't been playing.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't think he's done for the year. I just think it's just one of those lingering injuries. I don't think he's going to play in this game. I think if anything, wishful thinking, if the Raiders have a playoff chance against the Chargers where it's winner gets in, he will play in that game. But if anything else happens, I don't think he will. Like, I think if the Raiders lose this game and it's a slim chance, I don't think he'll play. But if it's a win or go home for the Raiders, I think he'll play in that Charger game. I don't know. It's like his knee, something like that. Something I heard on Thanksgiving. As far as the game goes, what are your thoughts, Max?
Well, I won't be too long because we've talked about it a lot. I think Jonathan Taylor, got to stop him if the Raiders have any chance. I don't think they will. Braden Smith might be out this game, but they ran the ball in Arizona last week with 3 backup with like their 6th string linemen. Yep. So I think they can run the ball on the Raiders. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a close game, 30-27. The Raiders are desperate. They win this game, I think they're a lock for the playoffs. If they lose, they maybe have a really slim chance.
Yeah, you gotta win this game. This must win. One thing that kind of gives me hope is Denver has a pretty good running game. And I know they had Drew Lock last week, but Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, terrible game. They got absolutely shut down. And that gives me hope. The Raiders defense has been playing amazing these last two games against Cleveland and against Denver. Colts are a different nightmare, though. Way different.
Really quick
type.
one, if I can say just real quick, just
Go
about the
ahead.
Raiders season in general. Really got to tip my hat off to them for all the adversity they've dealt with to be 8-7 and still have a fight. We've wrote them off as dead a lot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They come back alive, man. They're
Yeah.
like Michael Myers. They're just freaking on fire, run over by a car. I mean,
Throw them away, lock them up, throw the key away. They still
and
find
they
a way,
just
bro.
keep on getting out, dog. And
So you going with your silver and black?
I'm going with the Raiders, man. You know,
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna go
Don't
with the
do this to
Raiders.
yourself.
I think it's a kitchen sink game. They're gonna throw everything at them, trick plays, whatever. I like how the defense is playing. Carr needs to show up, man. I think Carr can outplay Carson Wentz. If
Hey,
John,
hey, don't say that. Come on.
I
Leave my
believe
boy
that,
C. Wentz alone.
and I think deep down inside you believe that.
I think he can. Is this
and
the
Josh
game of the
Jacobs-
should have been MVPs their respective years in the NFL?
Yeah, why not? Play out for the 2015 MVP
Versus the
All right.
2016 MVP winner right there.
Yeah. Another good thing about the Raiders, Josh Jacobs looks healthy. He had his first 100-yard game against a really good Denver Broncos defense. So, just a lot of stuff looking good. I think it's going to be close, though, man. I hope it is close. I don't want to blow out. I'm going to go Raiders 28, Colts 24.
I got the Colts 30, Raiders 27. Close game.
Yeah. Jags and Patriots. Let's make this one quick. New England is favored by 15.5. I'm going Patriots. I think they got to win this one.
Not you. No way.
Jags suck. They're 0-7 on the road. Trevor Lawrence. Been hearing a lot of bus talk. I don't think it's time to, write the script on him yet. It is alarming, though. Like, I see more. Hello?
Yeah, you get one?
Yeah.
I think it was
My
a little
bad.
lag right there.
I know, a little bit of lag.
No, we're good. But I agree with you. Trevor Lawrence, not a bust yet. I think his coach was a bust. I think the Patriots are going to win 45-10. Jags suck. They got the number 1 pick 2 years in a row. What improvement?
Yeah.
I wonder what the betting odds were, Juan, for when they drafted Trevor Lawrence for them having the worst record in football. Probably you could have got that for really good odds. Juan, speak to me, please. As Juan looks at me with his longing face.
I know. My internet's taking a big shit right now.
What's your score?
But let's go Patriots 31. No, they're not going to score that much. Patriots 24, Jags 10.
I got 45-10.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to throw like 4 pick sixes.
Yeah. You got to hope with defense. Let's move on along here. We got a lot of morning games. Bucks and Jets. I got the Bucks, man. They came back last week from getting shut out by the Saints. Bucks 31, Jets 10.
They're in New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna matter. I'm going with the Bucks.
Shout out to my uncle, man, in the stream, saying he got his Tampa Bay 12 jersey on.
God, gross. I got the Bucks winning 24-10.
Oh man, yeah, another
I feel like
blowout.
this is the type of game though the Jets could win, just to be assholes.
Tom Brady dominates the Jets, though. I don't see it. Eagles and football team. Do the Eagles keep on a roll? Do they
I
beat
think we
Washington?
win this game we're in, bro. We got to win this one. We can't lose to a team that just got their asses whooped on like that. So I need the Eagles not to start off slow. Shout out to Jalen Hurts because every week he likes to start off slow. It took us like a whole half to wake up against the Giants, and then against the team we played the week before, the name is escaping me. God, it's
Yeah, I'm
killing me. Who
forgetting
am I
too.
thinking? But whatever. I'm going with the Eagles. 24-18.
Wow, close one, huh?
I think the football team. This is desperation. You know, they just got their asses kicked. Sometimes when their team gets their ass kicked, they wake up a little.
Philly's only favored by 3. That kind of scares me. I got Philly. I want Philly to blow them out. Washington is not good, man. The way that they lost, Tyler Heineke is not that good. I'm going Eagles 31, Washington 10. Blowout again.
Hopefully,
Rams
man.
and Ravens.
Let's go.
Rams and Ravens. Rams favored by 3.5. Ravens coming off an ugly performance, man. They got straight blown out. Is Lamar gonna play this game? You have an
Lamar should
injury
play.
report?
He's practicing, but he's banged up. They said at practice. He doesn't look like Lamar. I don't think Lamar is going to impact the game that much. I got the Rams beating that ass of the Ravens, 31-10.
Wow.
The Ravens are done. They just have too many injuries, and the Rams are rolling. They have the division. Odell's catching touchdowns. Cooper Kupp on a pace for a 2K year.
Whew. I got the Rams too. They proved to me last week, beating the Vikings, taking care of business, that they're back to being the Rams, and they're good. They're legit. They can possibly be in my Super Bowl contender list by the end of this week. Rams 30, Ravens 21.
Really quick one. Where is Cooper
Moving
Kupp
on
on
to
the?
the afternoon window, Broncos and
Oh,
Chargers.
what's up? Oh, you're frozen. Cool.
I hate my internet so much right now.
You
I
usually have
apologize.
very good
I know.
internet.
I don't know what's going on,
You
man.
better get those fucking gerbils going, bro. You better
Let
get
them
those little fuckers.
run the fucking wheel, bro. Jeez. So we got Broncos and Chargers. Do Chargers fuck it up this week, or do they?
No,
What's
they
up
don't.
with that?
I don't think they will. I'm a little scared because Vic Fangio always has a good beat on their offense, but I think the Chargers are going to get back into the playoffs, take care of business. I got the Chargers 24-21.
I'm gonna roll with the Chargers too in a close game. I'm gonna go Chargers 31, Broncos 28. Close game.
Yep, I'm with you on that.
Texans and 49ers. This is a Trey Lance game, man. Trey Lance most likely gonna start. Jimmy G hurt his thumb or his finger, whatever it is. There's been a lot of talks about Trey Lance. Fred Warner has been talking about him, saying that he's throwing the ball really good in practice. Kyle Shanahan saying he's practicing really well right now. They're 12.5-point favorites. There's a possibility, there's a world that Trey Lance starts a playoff game, Max. We're going to grade him like a motherfucker in these last 2 games if he plays. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking of John Lynch liking a tweet that said "Leave Jimmy G in Nashville."
You think it was just all like perfectly sabotaged for
No, I think
Trey
he
to get in?
fucking did it. 100% did it. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. This guy's not coming back.
Oh, man.
Even Joey's like done with Jimmy G. And he was a
Why
Jimmy
wouldn't
G
you be?
apologist. I want to see Trey Lance. I feel if he plays, the Texans could win this game. I'm not going to go out and bet on the Texans, excuse me, I said the Titans. I'm going with the Niners one. 28-14. The Texans just suck, even though they beat the Chargers. I want to see Trey Lance play. Let's see this Hall of Famer that Joey saw after one pass in preseason.
I think the Niners blow out the Texans. I think the Niners offense is just way too complex for them to really stop. I'm gonna go Niners 35, Texans 10. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think Kyle Shanahan's gonna do his best to make Trey Lance look very good here.
Not a bad opponent.
Yes.
That being said, I got to say
Perfect.
David Culley did a good job this year coaching them up.
Great job. And he's going to get fired,
I remember how many times I said, I don't think they're going to win a game. There ain't no way. And they won 4. They made me look really stupid.
Yep. Cardinals and Cowboys. Cardinals season, man, it's hanging on by a limb. This is the second year in a row, Max, that December, the Cardinals are absolute shit. Last week, I told Brett, if they lose this game to the Colts, I'm on red alert with the Cardinals. I can't trust them. And it happened. They lost. I can't trust them. The Cowboys are on an absolute roll. Hopefully their offense can show me a lot more against a better defense in the Arizona Cardinals, a desperate team in the Arizona Cardinals to get back on track. But the Cardinals offense scares me. Kyler Murray has not looked the same. Receivers are not getting open. The big plays are not happening. The John Connor holes are not opening up. What are your thoughts?
I can't trust the Cardinals one. I can't trust them. I think Cliff Kingsbury's job security should come under question.
Yeah.
I really think so.
We'll see, man. I mean, it's 2 years in a row. Like, great in October, shitty in December. That's the way the Cardinals roll, man. 2 years in a row. Cowboys, 27, Cardinals, 20.
I got the Cowboys 33, Cardinals 27.
Panthers and Saints. This game, it doesn't. I mean, who's playing at quarterback?
You know who's back? Sam Darnold. And Darnold's back. Shout out to Cam. Man. I'm going to go with the Saints just because I think the Panthers suck that much at quarterback and they're going to throw some picks and the Saints can win the game.
Yeah. I'm going to go 17-7 Saints. Low scoring game.
That was exactly my score.
Wow. Now you can't say I copied you because I went first.
I mean, I was about to. You just interrupted me. But, I mean, good luck catching up this week. You keep agreeing with me. So.
It's all right. It's all good. I can get a leg up on the Raider game, bro.
I apologize for all the coughing I'm doing, but I'm muting my mic so no one has to hear.
Let's go Lions and Seahawks. This game means absolutely nothing. The Seahawks suck. The Lions suck.
I want to pick the Lions so bad, but I can't.
I can't see Seattle losing at home again. I mean, maybe Seattle's just trying to tell us, like, dude, if we're not playing the Niners, stop picking us. We suck.
Yeah, seriously. I'm going Lions 13-20. I think this game will be close.
I'm going to go Seahawks. This is my chance to get a leg up on you.
No, I'm going Seahawks. I'm saying Seahawks.
Are you going to go Seahawks? Okay, I'm going to go Lions then. Because I want to get a leg up on you. This is the game. I'm going to go Lions 24, Seahawks 21. Close game. Lions should have won last week, man.
You hear that, America? He's not even using logic anymore. He's just trying to outdo me.
It's a pick 'em. It's a pick 'em game. To me, it's a pick 'em game. As long as Jared Goff plays, I think it's a pick 'em.
We both picked the Lions last week?
Yes.
I thought they were going to win. I was like, oh my God, the Falcons just did the Falconest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. I was so fucking pissed. Oh man. Moving on to Sunday Night Football. NBC, what the hell's wrong with you? Stop picking these shit games. Max, when we do the recap, we're not watching this game, please. Okay? We'll do it after the afternoon games. This game sucks. Vikings and Packers. Packers are going to win. Like, I'm tired of seeing the Vikings. I feel like the Vikings have been on primetime way too much.
They've had a lot of primetime games, Juan. And I don't know why they picked this rivalry game. Oh, we need the Packers. This rivalry sucked. Yeah. This rivalry has not been good.
I don't know why we couldn't have got, like, Cardinals and Cowboys. Like, put the Cowboys on TV again. Fuck it. Terrible, man. Terrible. I got the Packers. The Vikings are just a mediocre team. Okay, they got talent everywhere. Plus, Thielen is out for the year. Something with his ankle. Something happened today. Forgot the exact report, but he's done. I got Packers 31, Vikings 24.
I got the Packers 28, Vikings 17.
It's gonna be 6 degrees max in Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. What a great place to play in the winter.
Kirk Cousins is 2-0. No, Kirk Cousins has won 2 straight primetime games in a row.
But he hasn't
He
won
has
3.
he's never won 3, Max.
Yeah. So stupid.
Oh
Who
my
cares?
goodness. Yeah. Okay, Monday Night Football, another shit game. Steelers and Browns. I'm convinced this is the last game for Big Ben at Heinz Field. It's going to feel like that, man. And it's going to be against Baker Mayfield, who's playing with a fucking shoulder. He sucks himself. The Browns are an absolute
but
mess.
how many commercials does my guy have?
Oh my goodness, countless. Great
Dude,
actor.
how many years of this is the like Baker and the Dog Pound commercials? Like third year?
Yeah.
Dude, this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's terrible. Who you going with? I don't know who to go. I really don't.
I'm with you. I mean, the Browns are playing for their playoff life, but it's the Steelers in that one game with Big Ben at home. It's his last game, and Icon kind of
Right.
scared just because the like emotion, but like Big Ben sucks. I don't know. I'll go with the Browns. I think they'll play spoiler.
Yeah, I think
Browns
I'm gonna go.
23, Steelers 20.
Like, I think the Browns do have fight. It's just they've been stuck with COVID, man. Like, I do think they would have beat the Raiders if they had all their players, but the Steelers, man, they can only win one way, and it's their defense creating turnovers. So
Yeah.
that's it. That they have one recipe of winning.
That
Shout
being
out to
said,
Mike.
Baker just threw 4 picks.
I know, but
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Mike Tomlin, man. What an amazing job. The fact that he's 7-7 and 1 with a tie. This fucking roster sucks. The Steelers are ass, bro. They literally have 3 impact players. That's it. And it's Hayward, TJ Watt, and Mika Fitzpatrick. That's it. That's it. Their offense sucks with Big Ben. It's absolutely terrible, bro. And the fact that he's won 7 games, I got to give it up. I love Mike Tomlin, man. Mike Tomlin's a fucking
Way to recruit
genius.
him, Juan. Way to recruit him.
Come to the Raiders now. I got Browns too. Browns 26, Steelers 24. Weird ass game.
That's it.
That's it, man. And now we're in 2 minutes in. Sorry for the connection, man. My internet's fucking acting up.
Yeah,
My fucking
Juan's gonna
hamster
apologize
tripped.
for that. I have to say
My
sorry for the coughing.
my hamster fucking tripped on the fucking wheel. He fell down. He fell
like
down.
a fat hamster.
He fucking fell down, and my fucking internet fucking stopped working for a little bit. So I apologize for my not my hamster, my Joy Bull. My fucking Joy Bull.
One has a fleet of Joybles that power his house.
Shout out to everyone who came through the stream. GMM Network. 49ers have fun, have natural hatred for the Raiders, but I do want to say I love how they beat the Cowboys. LOL. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm with you, bro.
Fuck 'em.
Love the energy, bro. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing? Championship week. He's talking about fantasy. They're big fantasy guys.
Oh, I'm not. Max is retired, and Max got coached into coming out, and I hated it. I hated every moment.
I suck at fantasy. I want to just fucking quit. Shout out to Eric, man. RIP Madden. And I think that's a great way to end it. Rest in peace, John Madden, once again. Shout out to everyone who joined the stream.
Hey,
Shout
happy
out
New
to
Year,
everyone.
everybody.
Happy New Year, man.
There. Be safe.
Yes, be safe, man. Drive safe. Party safely, man. Everyone, it's tough times right now. Everyone's getting sick. Stay safe with all that, man. What are you doing for New Year's, Max? You gonna do a little redo of the Christmas?
Just chilling. Hopefully, we can have some Christmas at my house. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I didn't even got to exchange gifts with anybody.
Wow.
I still got.
Yeah.
I got your gift right here. I'll show it to the people. I got your.
I know,
vinyl.
man. Shout out to Max. Got me
Got a fucking
MF
wheel and
Doom.
deal with this guy on eBay to get this thing. And I got one more for you, but it's over there. I don't want to get up and walk and go get it. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully we can have some Christmas around my house. You know, everyone's getting healthy. My sister, my fiance, my mom, everyone's good. So that's it, man. I hope everyone gets better out there. That's sick. And one last time, send us home.
All right. All right. My hamster, I'm going to fucking
Go resuscitate him.
I am. I got to go
Later,
check
everybody.
up on my fucking joy bowl. Peace.